This is for black people, brown people, red people, poor people, all people who have had their ownership jeopardized by imperialism. March with me. Disrespect our ancients with your pox-infested blankets. Anguish poured from my open sores. Can your lords explain this? Your policies are tainted. My bloodline is tainted, but my face is still painted. That's some scary shit, ain't it? You come to take our land, so we had to take a stand. Cause the took his last, I gotta laugh. Looking at the past to keep from crying. My people dying, blood out on the plains, slain over property. You gods have gotta be insane. What God do you serve?
That's our number one responsibility. Protect the water, the soil, and the air. And those people that want to shoot at us with rubber bullets, they want to protect them, and they want to practice their warfare on us. We know that they're on the ugly side of history. Shooting rubber bullets, sending shrapnel, and the water cannons, and the lies that they're spreading, trying to recruit other forces of the military to come in here and evict us. Evict us from what? America should understand that we are the landlords of this. If there's going to be any eviction, we're going to still be here. Let them go. Let those police go. Let those people that are hurting and harming our people. This is how they quell a peaceful protest. This is how they solve it. By shooting somebody's arm off with the concussion grenades. Guess again, America, you will never be great again, as the politicians say. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Indigenous Enterprise! Hey! I want to see what the mood is like. Did the left side come to party? Did the right side come to party? About the middle, did you come to party?
The ancients owned pyramids, planted seeds on tribal earth. No man borrowed land, From days of speechless communiques to modern moments, men have killed for stock in nature, taking arms to protect life plots. This is the gift that supports generations. Seek and acquire. Land gets stolen, time grows olden, inferior status is chosen. The window of freedom is closing all around us. Brothers are falling apart, worrying about blings and other material things that don't matter. All you hear is chatter from the pulpits where pimps profit from calling themselves prophets, claiming to see your future, but all they do is spiritually uproot you, showing you some good sometimes, blinding your third eye, sending evil while claiming to be sublime. Chant down to Babylon.
To me, I see it as a lot more than bullying. I see it as the imperialist government of America trying to commit genocide against non-white people. And they're doing that, I mean, all over the world. And so I think that the connection with hip-hop is that hip-hop is birthed from struggle, and hip-hop is birthed from resistance, and hip-hop is birthed from, you know, what Malcolm X was saying, you put that into rhyming form, you feel me? And so now I think that it's important and also completely in line for the hip-hop community to be supporting and standing with Standing Rock, because these people are being subjected to a lot of the same systematic oppression and poverty and drug addiction that the black community that birthed hip-hop is subjected to at all times, you know.
Like, and looking at all your relatives and folks that you work with, what made this kind of such a big thing?
You know, for me, I consider myself a storyteller. You know, above anything, like, you know, lawyer, whatever, writer. It's all storytelling, and we're all storytellers. You're an incredible storyteller, Dallas. and I often say Native people are the best storytellers in the world, because that's what we do. That's what we've always done. That's how we conveyed information. You know, the first storyboards were those buffalo hides, right? That had all these stories that were interconnected and that showed the relationship between other stories. And it wasn't linear. It wasn't like, okay, like the Bible or like a comic book from front to back. It was a story. Yeah. It was how's those relationships happening? And I think that this is the first time that people are seeing an indigenous story being told in real time, in a big way. We're showing the connections between other stories. And these young folks who ran from Standing Rock to Washington, D.C. are telling that story. Millennials get such a bad rap, but they're doing such amazing things. And they're saying, we want to retell these stories. We're gonna tell a story that's different than the way you guys told. We're gonna tell a story where Native people's lives and black people's lives and women's lives and LGBTQ lives are worth really just as much as
when you see the perception in the media about what their camps are like, it's nothing like that. I've seen nothing but like beauty and just love, and so many people, you know, like people teaching each other things that they might not have ever known before, because that's just not the background they come from. Yeah. And that kind of, man, is beautiful. This is like, you know, this is the nucleus of what the world that's coming is going to be like, the new world that's coming, you know.
And I think that it's important that people who aren't from these communities see the beauty and the power of these communities. It's not charity for people to come to our communities. We're sharing value. You see the value, Khalid. You see how important this place is, how beautiful it is, and what's worth protecting. And so when we share that, I think it says more than a million words can say. And that's the reason why it's important for folks to come out here from other communities of color and other people who've been historically overlooked and undervalued. Because we all have value. We're all important. But sometimes we've been convinced through these stories that have been told through, you know, brown people, black people getting killed by police, brown people and black people getting sent to prison in disproportionate numbers, that we don't have value. This is our value. This is who we are. This is where we're in our home state. You know, this is where it makes sense on an indigenous level. And it makes sense for you too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is the fight that we're dealing with right now. Good versus evil. As we go into right now, everyone is like, oh my God, what do we do? President Trump, you know, Trump was just elected. What do we do? What? No, we needed that. because we've been too comfortable with the so-called American dream.
That's real.
We thought in the little, oh, okay, well, Martin, he gave us the I have a dream. So we feel, oh, we have voting rights. We don't have the type of voting rights that we should be having. So the thing is that we are still fighting for who we are against the system and the mentality of people that think that they still control and they think they God. Who are they to say that we can't have clean water?
Any student of history understands that this is a vulnerable time, because Native people in camp situations where there's been isolation have a very bad history with the United States government. That's who we're dealing with here, the United States Army Corps of Engineers. If you look back at the Wounded Knee Massacre, you look back at the Sand Creek Massacre, the Marias Massacre, it always happened when Native people were camping during the wintertime when there was a fresh snow and where the warriors were someplace else. And I know a lot of the warriors, for example, today are going to an action in Bismarck to, for Red Fawn. And so, if history is any indicator, and it usually is, we have to be especially vigilant during these times. And so, we just need to make sure that we got each other's back and we're covering each other during these times, because, snaky people, snaky organizations, snaky agencies, United States Army Corps of Engineers, United States government likes to move during these times.
As I can, as long as possible.
The land is called Alabama. Montgomery was Elizabeth. Plantersville was Rose. Inslee was Sunny. Avenue M and 14th Street came alive as I stepped upon the soil of my father's birth. Weeds began to roll. Leaves fell from trees. The wind did its dance upon my imagination.
Filming on the side right here. So you see all these cops on there. I don't know what they got pulled over for, but they target people out here. So it's like all these cops pulled over them. We're at the gas station across the street filming. We were just following each other. So I don't know why they pulled them over. So we're just filming. They had Jossie get out of the car, and they had him get out of the car, and then he had to go back in his car to get his stuff. But I don't know why they told him to get out of the car. So we're just filming because these cops here, man, anytime you're coming down that road to come into Mandan, the city after Standing Rock, they always be finding something. But all these cops are ridiculous for all of this.
We must march on. We gotta get on, y'all. We gotta get our own. We must stay strong. Fight take it back, y'all, we gotta get our own. We must march on. Fight for your birthright, fight for home. I got to get mine, it's time to get yours. I got to get mine, it's time to get yours. I got to get mine, time to get yours. I got to get mine, get yours.